In die Afrika-bos is dit nie altyd duidelik wie die prooi en wie die jagter is nie. Selfs die mees ervare jagter het min verweer teen 'n ligaanval. Maar nie alle jagters wil noodwendig doodmaak nie. Soms is die koel 'n pyl en die agtervolgers eintlik die reddingsspan.
Until the 19th century, this area was absolutely teeming with wildlife. There were massive herds of elephant and buffalo, wildebeest, and also many large predators. Unfortunately, most of them are gone today, except for one big cat that is still lurking in the shadows of this mountain.
Hierdie spesies is by verre die mees aanpasbaar van alle groot katte en luiperds heers al vir duisende jare oor die Magaliesberge. Weens hulle geheimsinnige aard kon hierdie misterieuse diere reg op die drempel van moderne ontwikkeling oorleef, lank na ander groot roofdiere uit die omgewing verdwyn het.
So I can guess there are probably about 10 adults across the whole range. That is between Pretoria across through to Rustenburg. I would say the natural capacity is probably double that.
Maar iets bedreig die voortbestaan van die Magaliesberge se laaste paar gekolde katte.
Atrocious. That's a terrible thing that. It's just the worst means of death. I mean, absolutely cruel.
Man, it's one of these instruments that kills with a lot of pain. And it's one of the worst things that were ever invented.
Dr. Paul Battels, natuurlewe veearts en dosent aan die Tshwane Universiteit van Tegnologie, het my berg opgevat om te gaan kyk wat verantwoordelik is vir hierdie diere se ondergang.
Yeah, it's caught in a snare. I think it must have been placed here, probably.
Dit lyk of daar oor die afgelope paar maande 'n drastiese toename in draadstrikke in die omgewing was.
Then caught around that.
In the last month, we've actually removed 2 other leopard.
WESA, die Natuurlewe en Omgewingsvereniging van Suid-Afrika, saam met die Tshwane Universiteit van Tegnologie se Departement van Natuurbewaring, het besluit om iets hieraan te doen. Ek het by die groep kenners en studente aangesluit vir 'n strikopruimingsaksie, maar ons was nie voorbereid op wat ons sou vind nie.
Snares and preparation, I think.
Yeah, all done.
Ons het skaars begin toe ons op 'n boswerkswinkel afkom wat deur stroopers gebruik word om strikke te maak en op te gaar. Daar was rolle en rolle wurgdraad, gereed om op wildspaadjies gestel te word. Slegs 'n paar tree verder en ons was letterlik omring deur strikke.
This is our 5th flick, this snare, in about 15.
We are finding snares everywhere. This one was obviously set for something the size of a warthog or a bush pig. And it's right in the center of the game path, so the animal would have no other option but to go right through it, get caught around the neck, and this is a very, very, very painful, very cruel way to die. Oh.
John Power van die Noordwes Direktoraat Biodiversiteitsbestuur gebruik satelliettegnologie om 'n paar luiperds te monitor. Toe hy sien dat die een vir te lank staties bly, het hy bekommerd geraak.
Got hold of a good friend of mine that we guided with many years back. He was my armed backup who went in with me, and we just simply walked into a position to try and ascertain what we could. As we got close to her, it seemed obvious that she wasn't moving at all, that her position did correlate exactly with the GPS position. So it could have been one of two things, she's in a snare or maybe she's with cub, and we weren't actually sure when we walked in there at first. She first lunged at us, she growled at us. When we retreated, we couldn't actually see whether she was restrained by a snare or not. So we went up into the helicopter to try and view her from above, and we did see that she was caught in a snare, which was the worst case scenario confirmed. So we simply resorted to the next step and to actually go up and dart her.
Well, the moment of darting was incredible because here you are hovering in this chopper and the main aim being is to get the dart in first time, one time, because of, we didn't know exactly how the snare was cutting in. So it's a very difficult shot. It's almost shooting straight down. And when the dart went in and went in well, what a relief. It was an absolute incredible relief.
After she was darted, we had to land nearby, get down there, and actually go up to her.
So we're going to have to jump. You're going to have to jump.
Couldn't actually land, so we all had to bail out of the helicopter while it was hovering. We had to go in there quickly and just inject her in the backside.
On getting to her, it became apparent almost immediately that the snare had cut in very deep. It was a horrible sight, absolutely horrible. And immediately I realized that this wasn't going to be a simple skin treatment, cut off the snare and release her. So we needed to get her to a vet hospital.
She had to be airlifted to the Charlotte Mactaker hospital there, and then the zoo staff simply went in and collected her, and they started working immediately on her to actually start stitching her up. Yes, yeah, it was confirmed that she did have 3 cubs. We did look at the x-rays there, and there were cubs, and it looked like they were in the sort of late trimester of pregnancy. So that was a bit of a surprise, and it was there, us saving not just 1 leopard, but it turned out to be 4 leopards.
What we needed to do, because she was pregnant, we needed to get her out as soon as possible, given the fact that we knew she was probably close to having her cubs.
Die luiperd wat intussen Brandy gedoop is teruggevlieg Magaliesberge toe, agter op 'n bakkie gelaai en na 'n veilige omgewing geneem waar sy vrygelaat kon word. Terwyl sy nog verdoof was, het Dr. Battels een laaste keer seker gemaak dat alles in orde is voor die krat van 'n afstand oopgemaak is.
Well, that was an absolute incredible moment to see her come out of the crate. The fact that she was back in her home area, it was the most incredible feeling. And for her to be able to go out into the wild again and to be able to have her cubs, that was the most absolutely incredible feeling. Obviously now it's up to her. The beauty about the leopard is it's a very low impact animal. They have been here for thousands, if not millions of years. It's part of the ecology. It represents what's happening underneath it. So for us, the whole biodiversity that it represents is extremely important for us. So from this mountain, and hopefully then with our interaction with other groups, we'll be able to roll this kind of work out to other areas as well, so that we can protect one of our most iconic species.
Less than 150 years ago, the Magaliesberg was home to every one of the big 5. Today, only the leopard is left. The fact that it still occurs here right on the doorstep of South Africa's most densely populated region is testimony to its incredible ability to survive. If enough of us work together to protect these beautiful animals, hopefully Brandy's cubs will be able to carry these survival genes far into the future.